Welcome back, guys, to yet another World of Warcraft video on this channel. Today we are going over something a little bit different from what we've actually made videos on in quite a while. But before we do, make sure you guys drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel with all the notifications on, and make sure you check out the Patreon. I know it's a little bit of a shout out, but I have to plug something like this because it supports me greatly. And thank you to the people that are already on there, and also for the future ones that will, you know, potentially apply in the future. But either way, let's get straight into it. So as you guys can tell from the title of the video and also the thumbnail, we are talking about Uldaman. And why would we talk about that dungeon? Out of all the dungeons in the world where you can farm transmog, why did I pick Uldaman? Well, actually here last week, a couple of community members thought it would be a good idea for me to restart up challenges, you know, loot appraiser challenges and farming transmog gear again. Specifically with Uldaman, there are some really rare items in there that, you know, are big ticket items that most people don't get. They're very, very hard to obtain, and it's something that most people wouldn't go for. But the reason that I got pulled into it a little more is something that I want to show you guys here. On the Dragonfly, obviously we all know that Dragonfly is going to be the new expansion, but on their reveal page, there is a little thing under additional features that says, explore previously unknown chambers of Uldaman. And this section right here, Blizzard has basically confirmed on another post clarifying this, that they're going to be revamping Uldaman. Now, does that mean that the old dungeon is going away? Does that mean that the old loot table is going away, as you guys, you know, probably have known it to be? Well, no, that's not what it means, but it could mean that. We've seen previously many times before when they've revamped or made something new for old content, either the loot table has been messed up, or they have, you know, in some sort of way either buffed, nerfed, changed something. And that is why I was more in turn to, okay, I'm gonna go do Uldaman, because a lot of these items that are in there, there's a lot of blue items, and actually, as you guys can see, we did 100 runs. Actually a little more by now, but this is around the loot that we got for 100 runs. Now there's a ton of green items in there. The reason that I don't really bother with the green items is there's not a lot of them that are worth a lot of gold, and a lot of them you can also get elsewhere from Uldaman. So only the really important things are all the blues that you cannot get anywhere else but Uldaman. So that's why I decided to specifically hold on to those things. But this video, I basically just wanted to tell you guys about, you know, Blizzard's plans to basically revamp potentially Uldaman. And obviously it's not a confirmation of the fact that the old loot table is going away, but it can happen, which is why I recommend that you guys either go farm Uldaman, or you go buy drops that are specific to Uldaman only, because we frankly do not know what's going to happen to that dungeon. And obviously, as you guys are watching this video, you might be seeing a little video like up here of me running around clearing the actual dungeon. If you guys want some more info on how to run the dungeon, what's good for it and everything like that, there is a bunch of videos out there, but I will also link you guys my old video from a couple years ago of where I farmed Uldaman for 24 hours, because that has a very good showcase of a lot of items, including the ones that I have in here, but also a lot of the other ones. The big ticket items are super rares, and it could be Papal Fez, it could be Spalders of a Lost Age, it could be a Miner's Hat, it could be Jackhammer. There's a bunch of stuff in here, and it's very important that you guys check it out. Obviously, investing or trying to get those specifically might be very, very hard. So obviously, we are looking at the items that are not all the way up there. But if you can get your hands on something like that, it wouldn't necessarily be a bad idea to hold on to it until that happens, because the worst case scenario is that they don't mess anything up and the prices stay the same. And obviously they could also buff all the drop rates. We have no idea, so it's all really just a wild card. We don't know for sure what's going to happen, but that is why I'm making this video, so we can talk about it, we can all get into it, we can get into investing, we can get into either farming it or holding on to things that we already have. But yeah, obviously with Uldaman, you only really would want to go in there if you're trying to roll the dice. You know, there's not something that is super worth in there to consistently farm, not like other dungeons. So the reason that you would actually go in there is to try your luck at big ticket items. Other than that, it's not really the best. I mean, especially not the best for beginners when it comes to transmog farming specifically. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will be making some more transmog videos, transmog farms and everything like that, because I want to have that on the channel for something, you know, as something that you guys can enjoy, but also because I have done a lot of this in the game myself, but never really made a lot of videos on it, at least not recently. So that is something that we're going to start up doing it. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you drop a like on the video and also subscribe to the channel. And of course, check out the Patreon if you made it this far. I'm sure you would love it. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. So until the next one, see you guys.